Hey everyone, it's Captain Jack here. First, I would like to thank every single one of my subscribers for being awesome over the past 6 years of doing YouTube. That's right, this is my 6-year celebration video for YouTube. I can't believe I've been doing this on and off for 6 years now, and only recently in the past 3 months it's actually taken off. So you may look back on 6 years and think, well, you've done terrible up until the last 3 months, but in my opinion I've done well, to be honest. I think, like most other people, a lot of people like come and go between those times, but I've stuck with it for 6 years and been determined, and finally it's starting to pay off after a long time. I've stuck at it and it's paying off. Admittedly, I did take a few breaks between those years, probably why it never grew, but now it's finally here, and it's kind of growing still, and I am so thankful to everyone who has subscribed, which allows me to do that. To have so much support for something I'm doing means so much to me. I've made so many friends for the past 6 years of YouTube, some when I began in the LEGO community, moving on to the gaming community, and now even more into the modding and Space Engineers community, and I've made friends in the vlogging community as well, which is weird because I don't do vlogs, but somehow I've made friends there. And it's like some I only met recently, like in the last 3 months I was invited to a DSN, I've met Nero, Rysum, I also met Matt as well. And I can already tell that we're going to get along and be great friends, and that's the power of YouTube, I think, and the internet as well. You know you're going to be friends with people, and those people, you can get along with them as well. It's amazing, really. This video is also to celebrate reaching 4,000 subscribers, 4,100 as of today. So again, I'd like to thank everyone who has taken the time to subscribe and like my content. You don't know how much it actually means to me. Your continued support allows me to make or continue making videos at a good standard level. So yeah, your continued support, every time you click the like button, every time you comment, every time you view and subscribe in general, that continues to support me in very different ways. It gives me the motivation to make more because I know people like it. It's not in the olden days where I used to do YouTube, I used to only get 15 views, 1 like if I'm lucky, because then it's kind of like, oh well, no one's viewing it. But in my opinion, I kept up with doing those videos until it eventually paid off, where a lot of people ended up viewing stuff and subscribing. And I think if I quit YouTube years ago, I probably wouldn't be at this level now. I certainly wouldn't have the amount of subscribers, the amount of following I have at the moment. So to celebrate this grand thing, as I call it, the grand 4K subscribers and the amount of views in the 6 years on YouTube, I will be doing a live stream tonight. Tonight at 9:30 PM GMT, I will be live streaming Space Engineers and a few other games with friends in celebration of this milestone. You'll hopefully be able to join me in the game as well, so come and join me. So we'll be playing some Space Engineers Survival. Hopefully you can come and join me for that, so make sure you're part of my Steam group, that's how it's going to work. Yes, that's it. The next thing. So during last week's live stream, quite a few people asked me if I had a Patreon, which if you don't know what Patreon is, it's a system where you can help creators and get rewards back. So I went and set up a Patreon as a kind of like almost a social experiment in a way. A lot of people are asking like, do you have a Patreon? Oh, it'd be good if you had a Patreon.etc. And so I thought, okay, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, I'll go and set one up. Now, I set this up and I've not made like a big announcement about it yet, because this is kind of testing the water so far. So I'm gathering most of my subscriber base will see this. So this is kind of testing the water. When I set it up to test the water, see if my subscribers supported the idea, there's a link to this in the description by the way, so you can go and take a look and give me some feedback on the possible changes. At the end of my day, my YouTube channel is about the community and what the, and with the help of the community I can make more epic videos of the community itself. So the idea behind the Patreon is, you can help me and then I can give back to the community by reaching my goal on Patreon, which, to see the goal you're going to have to go and look, because I'm not giving that one away. So hopefully if we reach the goal I can give back to the community as well. And it's kind of like a social experiment really. I want to see if people will actually support it. And if you don't, you're not going to support it for a certain reason, you don't have to say, but if it's like something I've done on the site or something I'm not doing good enough, please do suggest to me, because I'm always for improving myself based on constructive criticism. Anyway, moving on to the next segment, it is going to be about the friends I've made in YouTube and their respective channels as well. So the first person I'm going to talk about who's made a difference in my YouTube sort of career, no, I don't want to call it a career, YouTube channel basically, yeah, say my YouTube channel. His name is Matt Stokes. He's a perfect YouTuber in my opinion. I see him constantly helping out smaller YouTubers via Twitter and YouTube itself, and always giving constructive criticism and brilliant feedback to smaller YouTubers as well as the bigger ones as well. And to see somebody who has their own YouTube channel and is dedicated to helping the smaller channels is a rare thing in the YouTube community, because I notice a lot of bigger channels don't interact with smaller ones that much, which you can't blame them for, but it's kind of sad at the time, because a nice community would be to help everyone else grow as well, but sometimes YouTube can be looked at from a business perspective, so you can't always do that. But brilliant with small channels like mine and Matt's is we aim to help out the smaller YouTube channels that are below us and help them grow as well, and Matt is a perfect example of a YouTuber who does that. If we had more of him in the community, it would be amazing, because we'd be constantly helping everyone else in the vlogging community, the gaming community, the music community, everything. Every community deserves one person like him, because he's amazing. Truly an awesome person. I suggest you go and check his channel out. He does sort of vlogging stuff, and I've known him for the past 3 to 4 months, and it feels like he's one of my best friends already, to be honest. I mean, we get along really well, always give constructive criticism to each other's videos. It's really good. So go check his channel out. So, the next person I want to talk about is called Rysum. You probably have heard of him in the Space Engineers community. He did quite a famous video, I think it was, called Can You Blow Up a Planet?, which was one of the most asked questions in the Space Engineers community when planets came out. And he has helped me out massively by recreating my channel art. So if you've looked at my channel recently, or if you're looking at it now in the logo, you can see that it's completely new. It's not the old JRT logo from 2 years ago anymore. It is now this sort of weird logo, and if you look at it very long, you can look at the letters C and J, which obviously stands for Captain Jack. Honestly, you have to look at it for a while to notice that. So if you noticed it already, pros to you. If you didn't, now you can. And he is, like I say, he's helped me out massively by doing the graphic rebrand, because I really had no idea what I wanted, because you would have seen my temporary one with the Odyssey and just a cracked planet in the background. That was like a temporary go at it for me, but Rysum went ahead. Didn't even have to ask him to do it. He said, hey, I heard you're having some troubles doing graphics. What do you think of my suggestion? I was like, yes, that's amazing. Please let me have it now. And he said, sure, let me just do this and this and this. And then I said, oh, what do you think of a logo? And we went for the same hexagon design. And we're still refining the logo. We're thinking of doing sort of a mirrored, gleam sort of effect on it to create it a bit more professional. But he's amazing. So I definitely suggest you go and take a look at his channel, because he's got some awesome content on there. He launched a rocket last week, which is hilarious. So the next person on my list to talk about is a user called Perfect Blinky, and if you haven't heard of Perfect Blinky, you probably haven't been on the Space Engineers workshop for quite a while. He is responsible for a lot of brilliant Star Wars vanilla builds, and if you've not subscribed to my channel, you wouldn't know how many of his ships I've actually reviewed now, and that's quite amazing, really. I've reviewed like nearly every one of his vanilla Star Wars builds, really, one of his later ones. And they're simply amazing. For what he creates in vanilla, it is truly revolutionary on the workshop, because no one's kind of done it to that standard before. Like the B-Wing he did, which was his first one of his I reviewed, and that was amazing. And we struck up a friendship from me doing that video. We're good friends now, we talk on the TeamSpeak all the time, and he should be joining my live stream later, so you can come and talk to him. He also has his own YouTube channel as well, where he does certain videos. He's also done a short called Locked, which is about the great landing gear glitch. That's a mouthful. Where him and his friend Leo have an argument over landing gears. It's really quite funny. I definitely suggest you go and check it out. I may play snippets of it in the little title thing there now. Anyway, that's it for Blinky. So the last few YouTubers I want to highlight, I kind of roll them all to one, first is Huck Studio / Films. I met Huck, must be going back 3 years now? Must be. When I used to do a YouTube channel called Generation Gaming, and me and him struck up a friendship by collaborating together, and we've been friends ever since. We talk regularly, and he's a moderator of my stream now, so you'll see him popping in and out sometimes, telling you guys off if you do anything bad. And he has been a tremendous help for YouTube as well, and we've helped each other, and he always good help on Twitter of retweeting things as well, so that's amazing. Just like Matt, to be honest. The next person is, the next group of people is my college friends, to be honest, and my old school friends, really. They've helped me grow in YouTube so much just by subscribing and liking videos, and it's amazing, really. And they're kind of still surprised how far, or how fast I've suddenly grown in subscribers the last month or two, or last 3 months, to be honest. And it's really surprising to them, so I'd like to thank them as well. I think that is kind of it for who I'm thanking now, to be honest. I don't think there's anybody else. If you've worked with me before or done anything to help me away, then I'm incredibly grateful of you. Though you probably know me, if you know me personally, you know I don't have a brilliant memory when it comes to remembering things, so you're in there somewhere. If you remind me of what you've done, I'll be ever so grateful, but I can't remember everything. And just before I go, I wanted to point out something I found out recently. If I go to my laptop for a moment, I worked with video. I went on a live stream the other week. It was by Zockley, who's a community manager for Space Engineers. If you've not seen him around, you probably don't do that much for Space Engineers. But anyway, I went on there and I got to play with Ectosage, or Video Sage as he's now known. And he ended up destroying my ship, to be honest. That was a bit of a disaster and upset me a little bit. Anyway, I spoke to him a couple of days ago and he added me to his friends list, and I just noticed recently he's added me to his channel box called Allies of Sage with LSG, Scott, Foxy and Tazu. And I cannot be incredibly, I'm lost for words. It's incredibly grateful of me, I'm incredibly grateful of him adding me to his channel box. That means so much that someone's taking the time of his stature in YouTube to go and add me, a little small YouTuber who does nothing, to his channel box, and that's just amazing. So I'd like to thank him for that. And finally, as we end out this video, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who subscribed over the past 6 years. Even you, if you're still there from one of the days I used to do LEGO videos. That's truly amazing if you're still there. Some of you are, not all of you. But thank you to the most recent subscribers as well. A lot of you are now in my Steam group. If you want to interact with me more, start up some discussions in the Steam group. We can talk about random games and stuff, and dogs. Yeah, that's really it, to be honest. Thank you for watching. You guys have been awesome. Definitely check out the Patreon link in the description and tell me some feedback on that, really, because that's what I really need. And any other suggestions you think I should do for 4K subscribers is another milestone, to be honest. Thank you for watching.